Fimurex welded mesh gabions are the perfect solution for creating your retaining wall. Easy to install, cost-effective and eco-friendly, Fimurex gabions create an original decorative look that's also customizable. Constructed using natural materials and galvanized steel, your wall will not require any maintenance. Installing retaining structures is no mean feat, so we recommend that you call a professional to carry out the following steps: the geotechnical survey, calculating wall dimensions, earthworks and mounting the wall. Fimurex cannot be held responsible for improper usage or incorrect dimension calculations. The following technical information may be used as an aid that can be adapted to the conditions or particularities of each worksite. For more information, please contact Fimurex at www.fimurex-gabions.com. As preparing the worksite is an essential step for ensuring the quality of your project's final product, we recommend that you call a professional. Here are the materials you will need for your project: gabion panels, reinforcement clips, helical connectors for toolless assembly, or clips for assembly using pliers, all of which will be manufactured and shipped on pallets by Fimurex. Fimurex lifting brackets if you wish to move the gabions. Frost-resistant crushed stones ranging between 90 and 130 mm in size for filling the gabions. Frost-resistant sandy gravel for the foundations. Backfill drainage for the back of the wall. Protective canvas for the embankments. Anti-contamination geotextile. A drain that will be installed at the foot of the gabion wall. And now the tools you will need for your project. An excavator suited to the size of the work area and the space available on your worksite. A vibratory plate compactor. Manual or pneumatic pliers if you choose to assemble the gabions using clips. These are available for rent at Fimurex. Small tools such as a shovel and rake. Here are a few steps you need to carry out before you begin. Positioning the wall. Outer edge with an excavation depth that is at least equal to the height of the wall. We recommend that you plan for deeper trench base to allow easy access behind the gabions during wall assembly. Carry out a topographic survey so that your wall is adapted to suit the site's topography. The embankments should be leveled with a gradient of about 45 degrees. If unstable, reduce the gradient. It is recommended that you distance any excavated material from the embankments. If this is not possible, reduce its height as much as possible and compact it using the excavator before covering the base trench with a temporary canvas to reduce the risk of earth sliding in case of rain. Next, define your walls by marking out its location, length and width as accurately as possible. We recommend that you excavate below the frost line for the wall foundations. In some cases, and for smaller structures, foundations could simply consist of a level base bed. The foundation should have a border on either side of about half the frost depth. Make sure that the trench base is level. Tamp the base using a vibratory plate compactor. Cover with anti-contamination geotextile to reinforce the foundation base. Frost-resistant compacted sandy gravel should be used for the foundation, or cement if the soil quality is low or the ground is made up of different kinds of soil, clay and clods for example. In order to improve your wall's stability, we recommend that you batter it by making a foundation with a receding slope at a gradient of 0 to 8 degrees. Define the wall position accurately once more on the foundations. Site preparation is complete. When attaching the panels together, make sure that the horizontal wires are on the outside of the gabion. The panels are made out of a 10 cm by 5 cm mesh so that the stones cannot be removed. This assembly method using helical connectors is practical as it doesn't require any specific tools. we recommend its use for smaller projects, such as furnishings. 6 panels and 12 helical connectors are required in order to assemble a gabion. This assembly method using clips requires either manual pliers or pneumatic pliers with a compressor. It is advised that you adopt this method during larger projects and is also suitable for when you are assembling gabions whilst constructing your wall. A clip should be placed at least every 10 centimeters, that is to say in every other mesh horizontally and in every mesh vertically. In some cases, the number of clips may be increased in order to reinforce connections. The clips are essential in ensuring that the overall structure is solid by preventing the gabions from opening, sliding, or falling. These reinforcement clips are essential in preventing the gabions from deforming. 1 reinforcement clip per 50 cm by 50 cm panel is required, and it should be placed within the upper third of the gabion for those at a height of 50 cm. It is important to pinch the clips fully closed so that they stay securely attached to the panels. To save time, you can fill the gabions using a compact excavator, taking care to protect the reinforcement clips temporarily using a thick plank of wood which prevents the stones from deforming them. However, we do recommend that you arrange the stones by hand, which will prevent gaps, increase your wall's resistance, and allow you to position flat stones on the exposed face of the gabion for a flawless finish. To maximize resistance, it is important to reduce the size of the gaps between each stone as much as possible, and to fill the gabions perfectly on the top surface. To do this, we recommend that you finish off the top of the gabion using smaller stones. This method of constructing gabion by gabion is recommended for small furnishing projects or when the wall location is difficult to access. Place the lifting hook inside the empty cages. Fill and arrange the stones by hand around the lifting brackets so that they are anchored in the gabion. Using a strap suitable for lifting the loads it will be transporting secured onto the 2 lifting brackets, the gabions are moved to the wall location. A filled gabion has a density of 1.6 to 1.7 tons per cubic meter. The gabions are assembled whilst the wall is being constructed. This limits the number of side and base panels. Attach the panels together with clips directly where you will be installing your wall in order to form the base. The use of helical connectors is not recommended for this type of assembly. Place 1 reinforcement clip per 50 cm by 50 cm panel within the upper third of the gabion. It is important to pinch the clips fully closed so that they stay securely attached to the panels. This method allows for easy alignment and perfect connection between each gabion and each row. You can fill the gabions using a compact excavator, taking care to protect the reinforcement clips from becoming deformed by protecting them temporarily with a thick plank. Fill the gabions layer by layer to prevent them from becoming deformed. Remember to arrange the stones by hand, at least on exposed faces. Finish off the top of the gabion with stones of a finer grain size, then close the first row with a 10 cm by 10 cm mesh panel for better linkage with the row above. Use the same method for the following rows. The PVC tubes shown in the image are not drains. They will eventually be used to install lighting. Close the last gabion row using a 10 cm by 5 cm mesh panel so that the stones cannot be removed. Attach an anti-contamination geotextile to the back of the wall so that the earth cannot get into the gabions when backfilling or in case of runoff. Even though the gabion wall is permeable, we recommend that you install a drain at the foot of the wall behind the geotextile. This will capture any seepage to prevent the gabion from becoming saturated. Installing wall-high backfill drainage allows for better drainage of the rear part of the wall and reduces back forces. Finally, backfill with topsoil up to the last gabion. Fimurex gabion walls make for excellent retaining walls, but are also customizable landscape structures. Be careful, they should not deform or push the gabions over time. For this, install a rigid PVC tube through the gabion, along with the electrical conduits when filling it, allowing you to insert lighting fixtures easily. For this, insert rigid PVC tubes vertically into the gabion, allowing you to then install the fence posts with ease. And finally, let your imagination run wild to build a structure which suits you.